So do I gavel again? On this vote, the yeas are 204 and the nays are 219. The motion is not adopted. The question is on passage of the bill. Those in favor, please say aye. Those opposed, say no.
I can't hear.
The ayes have it. The gentleman from Texas is. For what purpose does the gentleman from Texas seek recognition?
Madam Speaker,
Pursuant to Section 3S of House Resolution 8, the yeas and nays are ordered. Members will record their votes by electronic device. For what purpose does the gentleman from Connecticut seek recognition?
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, as the member designated by Mr. Himes, pursuant to HRes 8, I inform the House that Mr. Himes will vote yes on H.R. 256. Madam Speaker, as the member designated by Mr. Langevin of Rhode Island, pursuant to HRes 8, I inform the House that Mr. Langevin will vote yes on H.R. 256.
Purpose does the gentleman from California seek recognition?
Madam Speaker, as a member designated by Mr. DeSallier, pursuant to HRes 8, I inform the House that Mr. DeSallier will vote yes on H.R. 256.
For what purpose does the gentlewoman from Indiana seek recognition?
Madam Speaker, as a member designated by Ms. Wagner of Missouri, pursuant to House Resolution 8, I inform the House that Ms. Wagner will vote no on H.R. 256.
What purpose does the gentleman from Virginia seek recognition?
Madam Speaker, as the member designated by Ms. Wexton of Virginia, pursuant to HRes 8, I inform the House Ms. Wexton will vote yes on H.R. 256.
For what purpose does the gentleman from Texas seek recognition?
Madam Speaker, as the member designated by Ms. Kay Granger from the great state of Texas, pursuant to HRes 8, I inform the House Ms. Granger will vote nay on the motion to recommit on H.R. 256.
Does the gentlewoman from Illinois seek recognition?
As the member designated by Mr. Rush, pursuant to HRes 8, I inform the House that Mr. Rush will vote yes on H.R. 256.
For what purpose does the gentleman from Oklahoma seek recognition?
Madam Speaker, as the member designated by Representative Mullen of Oklahoma, pursuant to H.R. 8, I inform the House Mr. Mullen will vote no. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
For what purpose does the gentleman from Virginia seek recognition?
Madam Speaker, as the member designated by Mr. Lowenthal, pursuant to HRs 8, I inform the House Mr. Lowenthal will vote yes on H.R. 256.
For what purpose does the gentleman from Texas seek recognition?
Madam Speaker, thank you. And as member designated by Mr. Troy Nels, pursuant to House Resolution 8, I'd like to inform the House that Mr. Nels will be voting nay on H.R. 256. Thank you.
Am I good? For what purpose does the gentlewoman from Texas seek recognition?
Madam Speaker, as the member designated by Ms. Roybal Allard, pursuant to HRes 8, I inform the House that Ms. Roybal Allard will vote yes on H.R. 256.
Give him a minute. For what purpose does the gentleman from Tennessee seek recognition?
Madam Speaker, as the member designated by Ms. Harshbarger of Tennessee, pursuant to HRes 8, I inform the House that Ms. Harshbarger will vote nay on H.R. 256.
For what purpose does the gentleman from California seek recognition?
As a member designated by Mr. Carnes pursuant to H-Res 8, I inform the House that Mr. Carnes will vote aye on H.R. 256. As a member designated by Mr. Vicente Gonzalez pursuant to H-Res 8, I inform the House that Mr. Vicente Gonzalez will vote aye on H.R. 256.
We're good. For what purpose does the gentleman from California seek recognition?
As the member designated by Ms. Porter pursuant to H-Res 8, I inform the House that Ms. Porter will vote yes on H.R. 256.
For what purpose does the gentleman from Arizona seek recognition?
As a member designated by Representative Swalwell pursuant to H.R. 8, I inform the House Representative Swalwell will vote aye on H.R. 256. Good game.
For what purpose does the gentleman from Arizona seek recognition?
As the member designated by Ms. Kirkpatrick pursuant to H.Res. 8, I inform the House that Ms. Kirkpatrick will vote yes on H.R. 256.
What purpose does the gentleman from Pennsylvania seek recognition?
Thank you, Madam Speaker. As a member designated by Mr. Lawson pursuant to House Resolution 8, I inform the House that Mr. Lawson will vote yes on final passage.
For what purpose does the gentleman from Maryland seek recognition?
Madam Speaker, as a member designated by Mr. Hoyer of Maryland pursuant to H-Res 8, I inform the House that Mr. Hoyer will vote yes on H.R. 256.
What purpose does a gentlewoman from Washington seek recognition?
Madam Speaker, as the member designated by Ms. Sewell pursuant to H.Res. 8, I inform the House that Ms. Sewell will vote yes on H.R. 256.
Does a gentleman from Florida seek recognition?
Madam Speaker, as a member designated by Mr. Jimenez pursuant to House Resolution 965, I inform the House that Mr. Jimenez will vote no on H.R. 256.
For what purpose does the gentleman from Massachusetts seek recognition?
Good morning, Madam Speaker. As the member designated by the Honorable Ms. Laurie Trahan of Massachusetts and pursuant to House Resolution 8, I'd like to inform the House that Ms. Trahan will vote yes on final passage of H.R. 256 to repeal the authorization for use of military force against Iraq resolution of 2002. Thank you.
For what purpose does a gentlewoman from Maine seek recognition?
Thank you, Madam Speaker. As the member designated by Mr. Cicilline, pursuant to H.Res. 8, I inform the House that Mr. Cicilline will vote yea.
For what purpose does the gentleman from Illinois seek recognition?
Madam Speaker, as the member designated by Mr. Grijalva pursuant to H.Res. 8, I hereby inform the House that Mr. Grijalva will vote yea on H.R. 256.
For what purpose does the gentleman from Indiana seek recognition?
As the member designated by Mr. Cahaley pursuant to H Resolution 8, I inform the House that Mr. Cahaley will vote yes on H.R. 256.
For what purpose does the gentleman from New Jersey seek recognition?
Madam Speaker, as the member designated by Ms. Mikey Sherrill pursuant to H.Res. 8, I inform the House that Ms. Sherrill will vote yes on H.R. 256. As the member designated by Mr. Andy Kim pursuant to H-Res 8. I inform the House that Mr. Kim will vote yes on H.R. 256. As the member designated by Mr. Donald Payne pursuant to H-Res 8, I inform the House that Mr. Payne will vote yes on H.R. 256. And as the member designated by Mr. Albio Series pursuant to H-Res 8, I inform the House that Mr. Series will vote yes on H.R. 256.
Give a break. What purpose does the gentlewoman from Pennsylvania seek recognition?
As the member designated by Ms. Spear pursuant to H-Res 8, I inform the House that Ms. Spear will vote yes on H.R. 256.
Connecticut. For what purpose does the gentlewoman from Connecticut seek recognition?
As the member designated by Ms. Wilson pursuant to H-Res 8, I inform the House that Ms. Wilson will vote yes on H.R. 256.
For what purpose does the gentleman from Washington seek recognition?
Thank you, Madam Speaker. As the member designated by Ms. Strickland pursuant to H-Res 8, I inform the House that Ms. Strickland will vote yes on H.R. 256.
For what purpose does the gentleman from California seek recognition?
Madam Speaker, as a member designated by Mr. Ruiz pursuant to House Resolution 8, I inform the House that Mr. Ruiz will vote yes on H.R. 256.
For what purpose does the gentlewoman from Kansas seek recognition?
Madam Speaker, as the member designated by Mr. Cleaver pursuant to H-Res 8, I inform the House that Mr. Cleaver will vote yes on H.R. 256.
Purpose does the gentleman from California seek recognition?
Madam Speaker, as member designated by Congressmember Napolitano, pursuant to House Resolution 8, I inform the House that Congressmember Napolitano will vote yes on H.R. 256.
For what purpose does the gentlewoman from Massachusetts seek recognition?
As the member designated by Ms. Mang pursuant to H-Res 8, I inform the House that Ms. Mang will vote yes on H.R. 256. As the member designated by Ms. Frankel pursuant to H-Res 8, I inform the House that Ms. Frankel will vote yes on H.R. 256.
For what purpose does For what purpose does the gentleman from Maryland seek recognition?
As the member designated by Mr. Liu of California pursuant to House Resolution 8, I rise to inform the House that Mr. Liu votes aye on H.R. 256.
For what purpose does the gentleman from New York seek recognition?
As a member designated by Chairwoman Eddie Bernice Johnson pursuant to H.Res. 8, I inform the House that Chairwoman Johnson will vote yea on H.R. 256. As the member designated by Chairman Jerry Nadler pursuant to H.Res. 8, I inform the House that Chairman Nadler will vote yea on H.R. 256.
On this vote, the yeas are 268 and the nays are 161. The bill is passed. Without objection, a motion to reconsider is laid on the table. The chair announces the Speaker's appointment pursuant to Section 4G1 of House Resolution 8, 117th Congress, and the order of the House of January 4, 2021, of the following members to the Select Committee on Economic Disparity and Fairness in Growth.
Mr. Himes of Connecticut, Chair. Ms. Capter of Ohio. Ms. Moore of Wisconsin. Mr. Vicente Gonzalez of Texas. Ms. Jayapal of Washington. Ms. Craig of Minnesota. Ms. Ocasio-Cortez of New York. Ms. Jacobs of California.
For what purpose does the gentleman from Louisiana seek recognition?
Mr. Speaker, I ask unanimous consent to speak out of order for the purposes of inquiring to the House Majority Whip the schedule for next week.
Without objection.
Thanks, Mr. Speaker. I also ask unanimous consent to revise and extend my remarks.
Without objection.
With that, I'd be happy to yield to my friend from South Carolina, the Majority Whip of the House, Mr. Clyburn.
I thank the gentleman for yielding, and I appreciate him letting me stand in today for the Majority Leader. Next week, on Tuesday, the House will meet at 12 p.m. for morning hour debate and 2 p.m. for legislative business, with votes expected no later than 6:30 p.m. On Wednesday and Thursday, the House will meet at 10 a.m. for morning hour debate and 12 p.m. for legislative business. On Friday, the House will meet at 9 a.m. for legislative business, with last votes no later than 3 p.m. We will consider several bills under suspension of the rules. The complete list of suspension bills will be announced by the close of business tomorrow. In addition, we will consider H.R. 2062, the Protecting Older Workers Against Discrimination Act, which will make it easier for those who have suffered age discrimination in the workplace to file a complaint